Hey guys, this is Chris from Blind TV. I can't see. I am making this video because I got nominated for a positivity challenge from One Love. Sierra, Nick, thank you very much. I was crying tears of happiness because the kind words that you guys have said. And that's one thing I love about this positivity challenge is the kind words that people say about other people because they're moving positivity along. I have so many kind words for everybody. I'll mention a few, but just words can't describe about how many people have reached out to me. These people have definitely made impacts in my life, and I want to appreciate that. But first off, I want to give you a little backstory about how I got into YouTube and what it does for me. And how I got into YouTube was about 3 years ago. I was dating my wife at the time, and we were just got a YXZ. Well, actually, no, four-wheelers. And I was wanting to record it and stuff, and started writing. And she goes, "Well, you know, babe, why don't you make a YouTube channel or make a YouTube video?" And we always kept on joking about me being YouTube famous, and I'm gonna pay everything with YouTube money, which we all know that's not gonna ever happen. And if it does, cool. But I'm not worried about that. The big deal is that we sat down and talked, and where I wanted my YouTube channel to go is that I am challenged, and everybody knows that who watches this. And when I say challenged, there are millions and millions and millions of people out there that are challenged. And I had this goal, this dream in mind, where one day I could hold an event where I could get everybody together who are challenged, who would like to go ride UTVs or side-by-sides and stuff like that, or even talk and congregate and just have a good time. But to get them out there and get them out to where they enjoy life, because there's so many people that are so discouraged or sit there and society tells them constantly you can't do this, or you're labeled certain things, and they don't have the will or the drive because they've been pushed down or put down and so many times. And that's my goal, is to have everybody come, get them out in the light. So that's the reason why I started the YouTube channel, is because the ultimate goal. And I have several articles out there that have been done through Side-by-Side Stuff did one on me. Sidebysideblog.com did the very first one on their Facebook page about a little over 3 years ago, which was really cool, and I appreciate that. And then Super ATV did one, and then it went on, and the response was good, but just it didn't hit the right people that wanted. I wanted people to share their stories to me and tell me what goes on. So I started going to about 2 years ago. I started watching a YouTuber on the lawn care community side, because I love lawn care. I really do. I love turning something ugly and make it look beautiful, and it's just wonderful. It's rewarding when you can do that. And then I've been doing yards since I was 7 years old, and it just followed from there. Well, I reached out to Ben from Acme Mowing Lawn Care at acmemowing.com, and him and KH took my wife and I, and just so kind and so humble. And the biggest thing about the lawn care community is that you guys are humble. So many people reach out to me all the time and tell me their side of stories, or they have a family member, or they connect in some way to relate to where I'm going in the YouTube life and stuff like that, or even in my life. And it touches my heart every time, because when people write me stories, and it's an everyday thing, and I read them, and it's like, wow, see how they feel when they watch my video, because either they don't feel like they want to share their story on YouTube, or they're cooped up, and they finally get to tell someone what they're going through, and it makes them feel good, and that's wonderful. I love it. The Ben and KH, they gave me a big push where I needed it to be. When they sat down, they interviewed me, and it was so wonderful, and I thank them so much. And Ben, KH, I thank you guys more than you guys could possibly ever imagine. What you guys have done in my life, and I hope some way, some form that I've impacted your life as well. I hope I have, and I believe I did. So we went from there, and then now I'm real active into it, and I'm starting to get on this flow where I'm going to start push out YouTube videos and stuff like that. And mine's an all-purpose channel. It's not directed towards lawn care and side by side. This is a day in my life, you know, what I go through on a day-to-day basis, what kind of fun I like to do, or what kind of work I'm up to. And that's what I love about my channel, because it's blind TV. It's not just directed towards one person or one and see all. And there's people from all aspects that are involved commenting. So I'm supposed to nominate 3 people, and thank you again, One Love. I appreciate this. This is a big honor. My 3 nominations are, and I have 3, but I'm going to add a 4th. I'm flipping the script, as you could say. And my 4 nominations are going to be, the first one is Texas Veteran Lawn Power Sports. A gentleman by the name of Kevin, super cool guy, awesome guy. He is an awesome person to talk to. I've had several conversations with him. Just a wonderful guy. And if anybody don't know anything about him, I'll give you a little backstory of what I've seen. He's a veteran, lives in Texas, that has a lawn care business, and that's the good part. But the better part is that this guy's a family man. He's a father. He puts his kids in #1 position, and his wife and stuff. And his wife is battling something, and this guy holds the house down, man. The love he has that he does for his family is beyond comparison. And the love he gets from his family and support, and his family helping him out, and then him, man, he grinds and grinds, and then constantly just making sure that his wife is okay, his kids are okay, his family. And that to me is a big impact in my life, when he does what he does, and just really buckles down and spends the time he does with his family and his kids and his wife, and has his wife's back through what she's going through. It just says a lot, because his wife's going through a big challenge, guys, and he is doing it, and he is keeping a positive attitude. So again, I appreciate what you have done in my life, Kevin, and thank you for the good conversations. Second guy is lawn care little guy, and I met him about 3 weeks ago. Full of energy. The guy is like the highlight of a party. You hear him talking all the time. And the gentlemen that I met at Ben and Cage's breakfast, that when I got invited to, are all superb, wonderful guy. Rob's Odd Jobs, he's a cool guy. There's a couple other gentlemen that sorry if I don't have the name on the top of my head, but you know who I'm talking to, and you guys are all wonderful people. Have had nothing but kind things to say about me. And the fact that you guys show that kind of support is just wonderful. Again, thank you. But lawn care little guy, I got to talk to him a few times, and it just so cool. He's full of energy, always positive, and I think that kind of energy is good to have, and I want him to share it with other people. And if you guys haven't checked his YouTube channel out, or even his Instagram page, is Lawn Care Little Guy, and I believe he's a veteran as well. Yes, he is a veteran as well, and he does lawn care and has a full-time job, so he's always on the grind. And the third guy that I'm going to mention is a gentleman that I met about a month and a half ago, and his name is Matt's Lawn Care. He's new to the YouTube community. He's got a few videos out there, not a whole lot of subscribers, but he's growing. And the guy has been through a lot, and for him to sit there and just not let it bother him to a point to where he's down and he's not doing nothing, and he don't want to do anything to do with it. The fact that he's turning a negative into a positive is what this is all about, guys. He's taking negatives and turning them into a positive. He has challenges just like all of us, and yet he's not sharing it, or he's not letting it bother him, and he's out there just grinding. And I learned quite a bit from him, believe it or not. He has a John Deere mower that he did a review on, or talked about, and it's the coolest thing ever. I've never seen a John Deere zero turn with buttons that you can push to operate the deck and turn turn it off and on, which is cool. So Matt, I hope you reply to this and keep charging, buddy. Now, the fourth person, this guy has been a major impact in my life from the first day I started YouTubing. And his name is Julian from Adrenaline Junkie Prod. And it's a side-by-side UTV platform. And we met through me watching his videos and commenting, because I have a Yamaha and he's a big Polaris guy, and we kept on cracking jokes back and forth to each other. Hey Julian, if you want to get rid of the belt life and come over to clutch life, just let me know. And he's a super, super guy. I have several conversations with him all the time, and the guy is just full of life. He always, if I feel down and I talk to him, he's always got something funny to say to me that'll always bring me up. Or when we're out riding, we rode in Tennessee, that was awesome, and we had such a blast. And he's such a good guy to be around, always full of life. So Julian, I hope you take this positivity challenge and you move it towards the UTV platform. And I hope you guys like what I'm bringing to the table. There's more to come. And again, I appreciate it. This has a lot of sentimental value to me, because I want positivity, and I want everybody to be positive. Let's, for once, stop worrying about all the he said, she said crap, and just live our life to the fullest. I say live for something or die for nothing for a reason. And I'm living for something, guys. I live for my family. I live to help whoever's out there who may be feeling down, sees my channel, lifts them up. So again, guys, thanks for watching. I can't see. Blind guy out.